Okay, so I thought it might be helpful to talk a little bit about what we'd like you to do to create a zip file to turn in for these labs. I know we just got through turning in one on Saturday, but maybe this will help you in the next one. So first of all, let's assume that I've got this lab2 expressions, and I want to now create a zip file that I can go ahead and turn in. So first of all, I'm going to cd to that place in my terminal. Again, as you're typing in things in the terminal, you can hit tab to go ahead and expand some file name that's there. Again, here I'm going to see all the files that I have, and I can then, at this point, I want to go ahead and zip them up. One thing you might want to do, again, if the TAs are going to run this on a different computer, might have different libraries, and so you might want to remove your binary, which would be lab2, so that when they unzip things, they can just say make, and it will go ahead and build the executable. You ought to have a make file in here that combines your main CP, Expression Manager CPP. You might want to also depend on expression manager.h so that if you change it, it will go ahead and recompile. And then you're going to go ahead and compile it. I have the -G option here, so the debugger will work. And then the standard C++11 will give you the C++ 2011 standard, and then all the files that I need, -O and the name of the executable. Okay, so you should have a make file in there, and we can go ahead and see that I have that right here. At this point, I want to know how to use zip, so I can say man zip, and it will give me the manual page for that. And again, this will tell me a little bit about how to run it. Again, when looking at a man page, you can hit the space bar to see the next page, and you can use the arrow keys to go up and down a little bit. But anyway, you'll notice that zip takes basically a file parameter, which is the name of the archive you want to create, and then it takes a name of all the files that you want to put in there. Another popular command with zip is the -R, which says recursively go down the directories. We don't really want to do that now because all of our files are in the current directory. So I can go ahead and at this point say zip, and I want to create, so I already did this. So I can say zip, and the archive I want to create is lab2.zip, and then I can say star, which means everything in this current directory, and what that will do is it will go ahead and add all of these files, again all of my test files, my main.cpp, as well as my expression manager.cpp and h and the interface. So everything that I need to make it should be here, and go ahead and leave all of your test files there too, because that will make it easier for the TAs to grade your stuff. And now if I wanted to, I could make sure it worked, and to do that I can say man on unzip, and it will tell me that I can use unzip to list, test, and extract compressed files. And so it turns out that one of the commands for unzip is -L to list, and then you can pass it the name of the zip file. So I can do Q to get out of the main man page here. You'll notice I'm just saying man unzip and man zip to get information about these commands. So now I can say unzip -L and lab2.zip, and now I can verify that it has all of the files I need into it. Okay? At this point, I can go ahead and find the lab2.zip over on the left side here, and I can say download that, and it will then be downloaded to my computer. And if I wanted to, I can go ahead and look at that. In this particular case, there's the thing I just downloaded. I can double click on it. It will unzip it. And here will be all the files that the TAs can use to make sure that I've turned everything in correctly. So hopefully that should give you an idea of how to create a zip file to turn in for all of the labs, but mostly for the ones where it specifies to turn in a zip file.